Oh my God! Oh my God!
What's up, boys and girls? What's your boy Mike, aka Cutter for Life? What's that on my phone? I just want to talk about. I may lose the very little subscribers I have, but I just want to talk about life outside of Earth. You know, outside of us humans and the mammals of the planet and stuff like that. Life outside of here. I know a lot of religious people believe we are that all that ever was, ever has been. God only created us, and we are the only thing that is in the entire solar system, galaxy, universe. You know what I'm saying? We are the only thing that ever was, ever is. And then people like me, I believe I 100% believe that there's other beings out there. You know what I'm saying? Just think about the mere size of, hold on, mere size of just our galaxy, not the universe, but just our little galaxy. There's thousands of stars, if not millions and billions of stars just in our galaxy alone. And each star has a potential to have its own solar system. So if it has its own solar system, that means each star has a potential to have one planet that is exactly like Earth. If not exactly like it, maybe a little different, but obviously it would be huge forms, but it would be different, but enough for it to hold life. May not human life, but life. You know what I'm saying? And to just think that each star might have its own, like I said, has its own solar system. And if it has its own solar system, it might have its own Earth per se. And there are hundreds of stars that are much older than Earth, our star that creates our solar system. So this is just our little galaxy. So out of our galaxy, think of all the trillions and billions, and I can't even think of a number of stars that's out there. And think of all the possibilities that there are planets just like Earth in their solar system that is older than our solar system. You know what I'm saying? Even some that are younger, some that are older. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, that's not possible or whatever. Even if they're older, how can it, doesn't mean it can create life, blah, 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 blah. Or even if there are other people, then if there are people out there, then ours is still the more advanced. But just think about it. If it's 100 years ago, you know what I'm saying? And then look at us now. We strided so far in just 100 years. Now imagine a planet that is just like Earth. Imagine them being 2, 3, 4 billion years older than Earth, which means it could have hosted life much earlier than we would have. Or I don't say we, than Earth has. Now, obviously, if you believe God or Allah or whomever you believe in, you may feel like, oh, we're the only ones that he's ever created this and that. But my argue to that, let's say, again, I do believe there is a higher power, but I don't want to call him God. I don't want to call him Allah. I don't want to call him Zeus. You know what I'm saying? I just believe there is a higher power. So imagine the higher power. Why would he have to tell us if he created other life in other galaxies or other solar systems? He wouldn't have to tell us. You know what I'm saying? It's like us expecting our parents to tell us their everyday move. No, we're their kid. We're not their parent. We don't tell them what to do. They tell us what to do. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine that. So for everyone that, like I said, if you believe in God, like if you're a Christian and you believe God and this and that, there is nothing in the Bible that says that we are the only life, period. Or we are his only creation. You know what I'm saying? Or the planet Earth is his only creation. I saw some video. If I can find it, I'll link it down below. That this guy, he pretty much said, he was like, if you're a Christian, you believe in God, then you can believe that, let's say, God is the father and earth is the mother, and we are all of his children. You know what I'm saying? So who's to say God doesn't have children everywhere? And I don't mean on earth, I mean all over the universe. So that's one big thing that I like to think about and talk about when I'm talking with friends about extraterrestrials. And a lot of them be like, oh yeah, you're crazy, or there's probably no such thing, or this and that. And to be honest, like, just off sheer numbers, it's impossible for us to only be the only thing that ever is or ever was or ever has been. You know what I'm saying? In the vast galaxy universe, there is no way we are the only people, or I don't even want to call us people, we're the only beings to ever exist. Now, there are people that may argue, hey, just because, how do I say this? I need to think for a second. And for the people that doesn't believe in God or anything like that, I notice that when I talk to people that are pretty much atheists, I guess, it's easier for them to grasp the concept of there being life outside of the planet of Earth, you know? So, but even then, they're like, oh, someone be like, how come they haven't visited Earth or they haven't said anything? I was like, we as humans only live up to 100 years. You get what I'm saying? So we have no idea how long their lifespan is. Or if there is other extraterrestrials, which I firmly believe there are, but we have no idea how long their lifespan is. 100 years to them could be what 100 years to us could be a blink to them. You know what I'm saying? So they could have definitely came to Earth and we never would have known, or they could have sat and ruled an entire nation. And this was hundreds of thousands of years ago. And we didn't keep enough records for us to know. Or maybe we did keep enough records, but it got skewed by religion. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, I'm not harping on anybody's religion. Everybody to each their own. You know what I'm saying? I used to be a Christian. I do believe there is a higher power. But just imagine this. 100, 200,000 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Imagine a being coming down to Earth in something that seems like a big sphere or whatever it is they came down to Earth on a machine, on a vehicle. And the humans of the time, they may see that. They've never seen anything like that before. So what would you think that is? You know what I'm saying? I would think that as a god or whatever they believe that their higher beings were. You know what I'm saying? Or that is a god or one of the gods or this and that. So with that being said, yeah, we may have written things down or they may have written things down or what have you. But as if you look at science and stuff like that, the Sahara Desert, and this is going to doesn't make sense, but when I wrap it up, you'll get where I'm coming from. The Sahara Desert has been a body of water, not once, not twice, at least 3 times. That's what scientists they have pointed out. There was like the Sahara Desert has been a body of water at least 3 times. So imagine people living in a world where all they ever known either was flooded out or everything. So a lot of, how do we say it? A lot of structures, a lot of literature, and a lot of stuff, or whatever that they had, could have disappeared. You know what I'm saying? They could have, not magically, but they could have drowned or disappeared or haven't been discovered yet. And we don't know that. And they may have said, oh yeah, there are gods. We have seen other beings from different planets come to Earth. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know how advanced they got. We do not know. So that's just my 2 cents on it. It's, like I said, I know a lot of people may be like, oh, Mike is talking trash. This is that. He does not make any sense. if he went to church or went to school, he would know what he's talking about, blah, 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 blah. But for everyone that tells me or says, oh, if you just listen to the Bible, or if you read the Bible, you'll know that we are the only blah, 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 blah. But just off sheer numbers, that is illogical. Just off sheer numbers. You know what I'm saying? So, and logic, sheer numbers and logic. Now, a lot of people be like, oh, you can't use logic when it comes to religion. Actually, you can, because as I said before, if God exists, or like I said, I believe there is a higher power. But let's, for religious aspects, for Christians, if God does exist, then, and he is all powerful, like you said, he is the father of everything. He creates everything. He does everything. That means he does not have to tell us if he decides to make life somewhere else. He does not. So if he created life 1,000 light years away in a different planet called whatever, he doesn't have to tell us that. He does not. You know what I'm saying? Whether heaven and earth, he could make multiple heavens and earth for all we know. So don't let religion stop you from your imagination. Don't let Christianity or Buddhism or Islam stop you from believing in higher powers or anything like that. Because if you truly believe in the God that you believe in, then you would know that he can do whatever, be whatever, and create whatever he wants. And he does not have to tell us or tell his people. It's not a lie. He just doesn't have to tell us. And if you accept that fact, because that's a fact, if he exists, he does not have to tell us anything. So if you accept that, then the possibility of life being somewhere else is almost endless. So that's all I really had to say. It's just my little 2 cents. I hope you like this video. And if you have any questions, or if you feel the same way, or if you don't feel the same way, or if you want to argue about it, hit me up down below. Hit my inbox. Talk. Let's talk about it. Let's shoot the shit about it. I love talking about this kind of stuff. This is the stuff that I love talking about. But anyways, I got to get back to work. As you see, I'm still at my house. You see that right there? I have to replace a whole door just because one piece fell off. I have to replace the whole thing. Shit's annoying, man. I swear. But I said, hit me up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Kiter for life. My name is Mike. Deuces.